This video is for So You Think You Got a Shoal, AISAP Tool, Exercise 6, Check Request Completion Status. Before starting, you need an AISAP account with a username and password. The goal of the exercise is to learn how to check if a query is running and how many queries are in the queue. So to check the request completion status, step 1, I'm going to log into AISAP. I'm on the AISAP page. Click Enter my email and password and go ahead and click Login. Step 2, I'm going to check the status of a request by going to the Data Request drop-down menu. So here is Data Request. I click the little arrow and I select Request Status Lookup. A new tab will open in your browser. You can see this new tab. Step 3, your email address will auto-populate in the email field. We'll leave as is. Step 4, simply click on the Check Request Status button, this blue button. Give it a few seconds to load. That was pretty quick. What's going on here? AISAP will return a list of all requests all users have made. So you can see these are all requests, the email address that I have made. I've been an AISAP user for many years, so I have lots and lots of requests. You can see there's each request you submit to the Coast Guard comes with an automated request ID. You don't make up this number. The program does. So when you submit a request, you'll actually get an email saying your request has been submitted, and it'll tell you what the request ID is, what date, the date you submitted the request, and the status. So, for example, one that I submitted a day ago, I can see that's completed, so I know this data is it's completed. Most importantly, is it AISAP ready? True. What's the difference between status completed and true? Status completed meaning we have the data is from, we've gotten the data from Coast Guard. There's a little bit of database processing inside the Army Corps. Once it's ready, this is, a minute or two difference in time, but as long as this is true, we're ready to go. For example, this other query I put in, this was actually for Exercise 5. If you did Exercise 5, its status is processing, so the data is being pulled currently from the Coast Guard. It's just started, so it's fairly complete, and it's AISAP ready for pulse because all the data is not pulled over yet. Here's the description I put in. As I said in Exercise 5, everyone can see the description you put, so here it is. A few more things. Let's edit that. Well, with here, suppose you don't like your description, maybe like you mistyped, you put the wrong date by accident, you want to add a little bit more information. There's all these little buttons. The one that we'll just go over is edit. Click on the pencil. You can actually go ahead in here and for training, maybe I'll put an edit right there, but you can change the name, click on Apply Changes. I'll click on Apply Changes, and now we see that the name says Edit at the end of it. Okay? The other one, suppose you submitted a request and you realize it's not the request you need, you can go ahead and click on this stop button and it will stop the request. If you're having problems, you're not sure why your request hasn't started, why it's taking so long, again, reach out to Marin or myself and we can look into it. You can also access the developers that work on the tool, and they can look under the hood and see what's going on. Step 5, we're going to try one other thing. If you want to see all the requests, not just your requests, if you leave this email field, you can put in anyone's email who has an account, or you can leave this blank, so I'm going to delete it. It's not blank, it just says email by default. And then on step 6, I'm going to click on Check Request Status button. And this is requests from all different users. So right now you can see most requests are completed. If a lot of requests were currently running, mine might just not have started yet, would be at %complete 0, but I would see, oh, right now there's no other ones running before me. The latest one is at the top, so these ones are all older. Maybe if there were a whole bunch of these waiting to go, I would know mine has to wait its turn, so it's going to take a little bit longer. And again, as I said, I can't say it enough. If you have questions, why isn't my query running? Why am I getting errors? Sometimes you see down here, I have this query has this completed empty. What does that mean? I'm not going to get into detail. But if you can't figure out why you keep getting completed empty, meaning no data, we're asking the Coast Guard for data and it's coming back, there's no data available. Reach out to Marin or myself, and we will be more than happy to look into what is going on and troubleshoot with you. We don't want you to have to just keep trying and trying on your own. Feel free, again, to reach out to us. When your request is finished, when this request is finished, you don't have to keep checking to see if it's finished. You'll actually get an automated email saying your request is finished, so you can come back in and that data is ready for you to go. You don't have to keep clicking check request status over and over again to see the % complete. Just know you'll get an email saying your request is complete. And that is the end of exercise 6.